The truth is contagious. Lying is, but the truth is as well. And the second you decide to tell the truth about something, you are filled with this, I don't want to get supernatural on you, but you are filled with this power from somewhere else. Try it. Tell the truth about something. You feel it every day. The more you tell the truth, the stronger you become. That's completely real. It's measurable in the way that you feel. And of course, the opposite is also true. The more you lie, the weaker and more terrified you become. We all know that feeling. You lie about something, and all of a sudden you're a prisoner of that lie. You are diminished by it. You are weak and afraid. Drug and alcohol use is the same way. It makes you weak and afraid. But you look around and you see these people, and some of them really have paid a heavy price for telling the truth. And they are cast out of their groups, whatever those groups are, but they do it anyway.
So what you just heard was Tucker Carlson on Friday saying people who tell the truth, they suffer the consequences. And you would say with the #1 audience on American news channel at 3.5 million, 10 times CNN's audience, that he would be the #1 person telling the truth on US mainstream media. And his shock firing, is making everyone wonder what the reason is. So here's my few reasons of why I think he got fired. So the first, we know Fox just suffered $787 million defamation lawsuit loss. Now this morning, if you looked at Yahoo News, they said clearly they won't even pay that amount. Now that seems strange to me. They've lost $787 million. The judge says they have to pay. But we were told already this morning before Tucker got fired that they won't be paying it. Now, why would they not be paying it? And the reason is they've obviously gone into a plea bargain, and the people who did the defamation lawsuits, the elite, don't care about $787 million. That is a minor amount for them. What do they care? They care about full control. And Tucker, with the biggest audience on the US news, is their main obstacle. So they want to wipe him out, and they will settle for much less as long as they get rid of Tucker. This is just one of my theories. They will get rid of him, and then they will reduce the amount that Fox has to pay. The other reason is obviously all Big Pharma has pulled all their advertising from Fox because of Tucker's anti-vax stance. And so therefore, they've lost billions in advertising revenue. Now, you have to understand, CNN and MSNBC have tiny amounts of viewership compared to Fox and continue declining. So what kind of business model is that? The business model is we don't care about the viewership as long as we get the advertising revenue, and they're getting it from Big Pharma, who really don't care if they've got one viewer, as long as they are towing the line on what they want to give you, what they want to sell you. So they'll pay them whatever it needs, they'll sponsor shows, they'll do whatever it takes. Just here's the money, and the media organization say, great, we don't care about the viewership because we're going to get the money anyway. You know, you only want more viewership to get more advertising. But if you're getting the advertising anyway, then you don't need the viewership. So that's the other thing that Fox would want to combat as well. And how can I see this? Because from the UK, we have a radio station, LBC, and LBC had all the main right-wingers and anti-vaxxers on their station. You had Majid Narwaz, you had Nigel Farage, and you had Katie Hopkins. All three were fired. And now it is a pure left-wing channel. Why would they do that? They were also the #1 primetime hosts. Why would you do that? Obviously, you're getting paid to get rid of them. You're going to get more money by getting rid of them, regardless of viewership, regardless of listenership. And in the end, it doesn't matter, because now at the moment, what you're going to be left with in America is a pure play, only one-sided argument going into the 2024 election. And that's the main point. We're going into election season. The Dems cannot have Tucker Carlson. They've just had enough. So getting rid of him, you now have just the propaganda mouthpiece all over the place. As I've said before, I'm not even interested in this election because it's guaranteed the Dems will win. They could put a stuffed puppet. He will win. So That's what I think happened. We will find out. Could be very, very wrong, but let's see.